Okay, I want to show you a few things with ChatGPT, and they're things that, like I said, I use ChatGPT all the time, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. I have a couple of kind of elaborate prompts here that I've written, and I haven't really paid attention to how I've written them, or tried to be specific or use any of my prompt engineering skills that I know how to do. I just did stream of consciousness and wrote some stuff down. So the first one that we're going to look at is you're a parent who has really high standards for their third grade child's education and the quality of teaching they receive at school. You're coming to a school's open house and meeting your child's teacher for the first time. The teacher is brand new, just graduated from college, and just moved to the community. As this parent, what questions are you most likely going to ask this teacher? What are the most important things this teacher can tell you? And what are you going to look for in the classroom? What would make you feel confident in this teacher's ability? Okay, so that's a lot, but yeah, it's stuff that I was thinking about. So I'm just going to copy that, and let me get back to ChatGPT over here. So I'm in ChatGPT. This is where you type in the prompt, and so I'm just going to paste it in here, and bam. Okay, now here it comes. All of that it's typing out, that's the answer. See how quickly it spits it out? Yeah. Okay, so that's what it's come up with, and let's take a look at what this is. So, okay. As a parent with high standards for my child's education, blah, blah, blah. I better not do blah, blah, blah there. Okay, meeting my child's third grade teacher for the first time is an important opportunity to understand the teacher's approach to education and how well they will meet my child's needs. Here's some questions I might ask the teacher about the teaching philosophy and methods, classroom management. You can see specific questions there. Curriculum and differentiation. Oh, there you go. There's some real teacher lingo there. Communication. How do you maintain communication with parents? Are there regular updates on students' progress? Do you encourage parent involvement in the classroom? How do you assess students' progress and understanding of the material? What types of assessments do you use? Adaptability. How do you adjust your teaching approach when students are struggling? Can you give an example of a time when you had to adapt your teaching methods? Technology integration. How do you incorporate technology? Are there any online resources or platforms you use? Classroom environment. Tell me about the classroom setup and how you encourage a welcoming and engaging atmosphere. How do you promote creativity? Okay, so those are some really meaty questions. They're tough questions here. The reason why I asked this is because I wanted to show you how you can type in a question about a situation that you are preparing for and have ChatGPT provide you with information that will help you prepare. So, for example, if I was a brand new teacher preparing for the back to school or school's open house, and it was my very first one, or whatever, I would type the scenario in and ask ChatGPT, what are some questions or situations I might encounter, and then get the list and start preparing from that list. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that you can actually prepare. You can have your answers all ready to go. Then in the classroom, I would look for, so these are the things that you would want to make sure before that open house, that it's well organized, visually appealing, that there is evidence of differentiated instruction, such as varied materials and activities. So evidence of that, displays of the student's work, clear guidelines for behavior and expectations, and a variety of teaching resources and books and things like that around the classroom. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And those are all things that, you can turn that into a checklist and just yes, yes, yes. Okay. So what would make me confident in the teacher's ability? Oh, okay. Well, this is the list of things that, would really help to convey that, parents can be confident in your ability that very first year after you graduate, by doing these things. So then let's take a look at another one, and I have it over here. So this one, I'm a middle school science teacher trying to spice up the lab safety training module that I have to teach at the beginning of each year. My students find it boring and get off task. It creates situations where I have to discipline students the first week of school, and nobody wants that. Can you create 2 funny jokes I can tell during lab safety training to get 6th grade students to laugh? Can you also give me 2 knock-knock jokes I can use at the beginning of my classes? Now, I'm taking a risk here doing this one because I have no idea. I've never asked this kind of a question before, so let's see what happens. This could be good or it could be bad. Here we go, and go. There it is. Oh, it didn't take much time to generate those. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, lab safety jokes. Why did the scientist become a gardener? Because they had a natural talent for growing safety goggles. I don't know. Okay. What did the safety conscious scientists say when asked about their favorite element? I've got my eye on you. Safety first. Okay, that might go over. All right. Couple of knock-knock jokes to start your class with a smile. All right, knock-knock. Who's there? Atch. Atch who? Oh, bless you. Was that a sneeze or just a science experiment? That's kind of good. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? Lettuce. Lettuce who? Let us in. It's cold out here. Just like a science lab without safety goggles. I don't know. Okay. It gives you a little bit of suggestions. Remember, the goal is to create a light and positive atmosphere that captures your students' attention while still emphasizing the importance of lab safety. Good luck with your lab safety training, and I hope these jokes help make it a more enjoyable experience for your students. Okay, so that's just a little demo there of some things that you can use ChatGPT for, just in general. However, right now we're talking about classroom organization and classroom management. So let's ask it some questions about classroom management. What are the most, I can't type. What are the most important things to cover in classroom management? management plan for second. Oh, let's see. I don't want to do second graders. So yeah, I want to do second graders. All right, there. What does it come up with there? Okay, and you have to hit that arrow button sometimes in order to see what it's typing. Oh my goodness, it's coming up with there is some stuff there. Okay, so creating an effective classroom management plan for second graders involves setting clear expectations, building positive relationships, and implementing strategies to address their behavior proactively. Some elements. Okay, clear classroom rules, blah, blah, positive reinforcement, consistent consequences, proactive strategies, classroom procedures, building relationships, communication, conflict resolution, classroom environment, model behavior, flexibility, positive classroom culture. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of suggestions there. Now, if you want to, you can take positive classroom culture, and you can say, can you give me 3 ES for creating. There we go. Okay, and it is typing. You can see the scroll bars going, or the scroll bars going up. There it is. Okay. Now, what I want you to notice here Is that because I didn't tell it to start a new question over here? Start a new question, new conversation. It's continuing with that same theme that I had with second graders. So now it's telling me how to create that positive classroom behavior with second graders. Okay. Soon we will be getting into lesson planning and writing objectives and things like that. And I'm going to start a new question here. And I am going to say, I'm going to ask it to write me a lesson plan here. Pretend you're 12th grade civics course. You need to write a lesson plan helping students consider what to do to prepare for voting in a presidential for the first time. Okay, so I'm telling it to write a lesson plan, how to prepare to vote for the very first time, and I'm just going to do that. There we go. All right, here it comes. Wow, okay. It's giving me a lot of stuff here. And this is one of the things that teachers are just, oh my goodness, this is just amazing. To be able to, you can type in an academic standard, you can type in a segment of an academic standard, you can type in a curricular goal and have it create a lesson plan for you. And the thing that I need to caution you about is that you do need to have some expertise and understanding of what good teaching is and what the content is, because when you get this information, you need to critique it. You need to read it through. You need to see what it says. Make sure that that it's approaching the content from an accurate perspective. Make sure that it is suggesting teaching that is appropriate. And really, what I find is that these lesson plans are a starting point, and I will take these and really make some modifications, change some things up, and then it's really more authentic to me. The other thing that I like to do with these lesson plans is once it gives me an example lesson plan like this, I like to ask it for a differentiation plan for this activity or that activity. So anyways, the lesson plan here says, objective, students will understand the importance of participating in the democratic process by voting in a presidential election and will learn how to prepare for their first voting experience. Okay, so as a veteran teacher, as an experienced teacher, I'm reading this right off, and I know that that objective isn't a good objective. It's not written appropriately. This is an example of a lesson plan or of a learning objective that you can't measure this. And when we get into writing learning objectives, we'll talk about why this isn't a good learning objective. But let's go on from here. And okay, so this is a 60-minute class period, tells you the materials that you need, how you're going to begin the lesson, understanding the process, then researching what it takes to research the candidates, how to understand the ballot. Well, that's an important thing, right? Understanding voter rights. Oh yeah, absolutely. Preparing for election day. questions and answers, and then the homework assignment. Okay, so you see the format that this comes back to you in. And from here, you can ask it to redo it, being more specific about this. Ask it to redo this, changing the learning objectives to this, that, or the other. But anyways, I wanted you to just start playing around with this and see what sorts of information you get. Start playing around with using different prompts, having ChatGPT pretend to be this, that, or having ChatGPT pretend to be a student maybe who's being belligerent, or you have a student who's really excited about something. What additional things can you do? Anyways, this is only limited to the limits of your imagination. But I really want you to play around and see what you get with this tool. And again, I'm going to say, whatever you get from ChatGPT, you have to read it. You have to really use it, really use critical thinking to analyze the information that you're getting. And this is definitely something that can help teachers. However, this is something that you need to be skilled, you need to be knowledgeable, and you really need to know how to teach, and you need to know your content, because some of the things that you're going to get are not accurate. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this, and we'll tackle this in greater depth as we move forward. Enjoy, have fun.